They were once heroes, leaders, legends, and defenders of peace in the galaxy. But each of them took a step too far, and plunged into darkness. Whether driven by ambition, fear, loss, or power, these Jedi abandoned the light and embraced the shadow. This is the top 5 most powerful Jedi who turned evil. And by the end of this video, you'll see just how far a Jedi can fall. Number 5, Pong Krell. Pong Krell was a Jedi general during the Clone Wars and one of the most controversial Jedi in galactic history. A towering basilisk with 4 arms and immense strength, Krell wielded 2 double-bladed lightsabers in battle unlike anything the clones had ever seen. His combat style was ferocious, efficient, and merciless. He brought victories, but also high casualties. Clones feared and despised him, but they obeyed. What few realized was that Krell had fallen. Haunted by visions of the Jedi's extinction, he lost faith in the Republic and the Jedi Council. He believed the Jedi were doomed, and that the only path to survival was to join the winning side, the Sith. In a terrifying display of betrayal, Krell manipulated clone troopers into attacking each other. Disguising enemy forces and scrambling their communications, he caused chaos and death on the battlefield, intentionally. His goal? To prove his ruthlessness to Count Dooku and earn a place as a Sith apprentice. But his plan unraveled. Clones discovered the truth, and in a moment of justice, they executed him. Krell never donned the title of Darth, but his fall was uniquely horrifying, driven not by emotion, but by cold, calculated strategy. He's a terrifying reminder that not every dark sider uses red lightsabers, some wear the robes of a general. Number 4, Count Dooku/Darth Tyrannus. A master of elegance, precision, and political philosophy, Count Dooku was once among the most respected Jedi in the galaxy. Trained by Grand Master Yoda himself, Dooku was a charismatic and intellectual force within the Order. But he became deeply disillusioned. The Jedi, he believed, had become tools of the corrupt Republic. When his former Padawan, Qui-Gon Jinn, died, Dooku's faith fractured completely. He left the Order and soon fell into the influence of Darth Sidious, becoming Darth Tyrannus. Unlike other Sith, Dooku wasn't motivated by hatred or chaos. He believed the dark side could fix what the Jedi would not. His vision? A new galactic order ruled not by the Senate, but by the strong and the wise. He was a master of Form 2 lightsaber combat, which made him nearly untouchable in one-on-one duels. He personally trained Grievous, oversaw the creation of the clone army by recruiting Jango Fett, and pulled the strings of the entire Clone Wars. But like so many Sith before him, Dooku was a pawn. He believed he would rule alongside Sidious, until Sidious had no further use for him. In one of the saga's most chilling moments, he was betrayed by his master and executed by Anakin Skywalker. On Sidious's command. His fall wasn't explosive, it was quiet, philosophical, and filled with delusion. And that makes it even more haunting. Number 3, Revan. One of the most enigmatic and powerful Force users in Star Wars history. Revan's story is one of war, tragedy, redemption, and legacy. He was a Jedi Knight during the Mandalorian Wars, a charismatic leader who defied the Council to take action. The Council ordered the Jedi to remain neutral, but Revan couldn't sit by and watch millions die. He led a Jedi faction into battle, and they won. But the war corrupted him. In chasing victory, Revan began using Sith techniques, exploring ancient Sith temples, and embracing darker tactics. Eventually, he and his friend Malak fell completely, and Revan became Darth Revan, the Dark Lord of the Sith. With an empire under his command and unmatched tactical brilliance, Revan nearly destroyed the Republic. But betrayal from within, Malak's ambush, left Revan severely wounded. The Jedi captured him, wiped his memory, and gave him a new identity. He relearned the Force, rediscovered his past, and eventually chose to walk a third path, one beyond Jedi or Sith. Revan's unique power came not just from skill, but balance. He understood the light and dark side equally, wielding both. He returned again and again to fight ancient Sith threats, even thousands of years after his time. His legacy shaped Jedi and Sith philosophies for generations. He wasn't just powerful, he was an idea, a symbol of the danger and promise of both sides of the Force. Number 2, Anakin Skywalker/Darth Vader. The Chosen One. Anakin Skywalker was meant to bring balance to the Force. Discovered as a child by Qui-Gon Jinn, he had more raw Force potential than anyone in Jedi history. But that power came with instability.
Dark side.
Fear of loss.
Fear leads to anger.
Attachment.
Anger leads to hate. Hate.
Anger.
Leads to
The
suffering.
Jedi tried to suppress his emotions, Sidious nurtured them. Anakin's fall was slow and tragic. His love for Padme became his undoing. Haunted by visions of her death and manipulated by Palpatine, he grew desperate. The Jedi Council's mistrust only pushed him further. In a devastating choice, Anakin pledged himself to Sidious, becoming Darth Vader. He helped execute Order 66, led the purge of the Jedi Temple, and wiped out nearly every Jedi he once served alongside. But Vader wasn't just a brute. Even after being maimed and rebuilt, he was a terrifying force. He hunted Jedi survivors, crushed rebels, and ruled the galaxy with fear. What made him so dangerous was not just his strength, it was his intelligence, his experience, and his hatred. Yet, within the armor, Anakin was still alive. In the end, it was his son Luke Skywalker who brought him back. In a final act of redemption, Anakin destroyed Sidious, fulfilled the prophecy, and died bringing balance to the Force. Anakin's fall and redemption are the heart of Star Wars itself. He was not the first to fall, but his fall changed everything. Number 1, Exar Kun. Before the Sith were two, there was Exar Kun. A Jedi Knight of the Old Republic era, Kun was one of the most powerful and dangerous beings to ever embrace the dark side. Brilliant, arrogant, and obsessed with knowledge, Kun sought out forbidden Sith lore. He traveled to the ancient temples of Yavin 4 and made contact with the lingering spirits of dead Sith lords. Through dark rituals, he was transformed. He forged the first known double-bladed lightsaber, mastered ancient Force alchemy, and learned techniques long lost to time. He began corrupting Jedi, twisting them into dark Jedi who served his cause. Alongside Uli Keldroma, he launched the Great Sith War, nearly bringing the Republic to its knees. He destroyed Jedi temples, unleashed dark beasts, and even dueled entire councils. But his thirst for power couldn't be satisfied. When cornered by the Jedi, he performed a final, unthinkable ritual, tearing his spirit from his body and binding it to the Massassi temples of Yavin 4. There, he lingered for thousands of years, whispering to those who visited. When Luke Skywalker rebuilt the Jedi Order, Kun's spirit possessed and corrupted his students, still a threat, long after his death. Exar Kun wasn't just a fallen Jedi, he was a curse upon the galaxy. Even among Sith, his name is feared. His mastery of ancient Force techniques, his lasting impact across millennia, and his complete transformation make him the most powerful Jedi to ever fall. From battlefield betrayers to immortal dark spirits, each of these Jedi fell in their own way. But their stories remind us that power alone is never enough. And even the brightest lights can cast the darkest shadows. Which of these fallen Jedi do you think was the strongest? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into Star Wars lore, subscribe for more legends, Sith secrets, and Jedi legacies. May the Force be with you.